Hello and welcome to yet another video, and in this video it is something different because I'm taking you guys out on a photo shoot, and right now we have a model, Olive, and we're at the beach in the Netherlands. And yeah, it's actually also my first beach shoot, and yeah, let's see what we can make out of it. Yeah, let's get into the video. So for this shoot, I decided to go for a contrasty and also vibrant kind of loose dress. I think it would actually look nice in the scene since it was a morning hour and there was a direct sunlight kind of, and we can actually play with the contrast of the dress, with the contrast of the grass from the sand dune, as well as the really almost clear sky. I think that whether I'm shooting directly into the sunlight or having the sunlight behind me to light up the model, both scenarios would give this dress and also the model a really nice contrast and nice focus into the subject. And for this shoot, as usual, I will go with the 35 and 85 as my main lenses, but I will definitely try to add that 50mm f1.4, and my aperture settings, just like in previous videos, I will keep it at between f1.2, f1.4, f1.6 and f1.8. Mainly at f1.4 onwards because as you can hear earlier from the introduction, it was really windy, so if I move slightly or if the model move ever so slightly, it could be a problem with back focusing or front focusing. So yeah, actually a bit more in. I just want it to be more like immersed in the nature kind of feel. Oh, it's still very wet. Sorry. And what we are actually doing right now is just pretty much scouting for the best spot to stand, pretty much, because these grass are actually very pointy, but they're also really soaked and wet because it was raining the entire night. And also it's kind of like a sand dune. It sinks a little bit if you try to stand at a certain spot, and the grass sometimes is a little bit misleading in terms of how deep the sand dune is at certain spots, so we had to be really careful where we stand and where I take pictures. And also notice how the light really changes on the model's face, whether she's facing against the sun or having the sun lighting her back. And we'll definitely take pictures of both scenarios, you know, having it backlighting her and also having it as a direct light source. So yeah, I think that this would be a really interesting shoot, and I think I'm going to start with both the 85 and the 50 for this shoot. I'll try this one on an 85. And I think we're done with the 35, and I'll put a 50 on this camera. Alright, I'm coming through. Alright, let's start with the 85. It's gonna be a little bit more close up. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, just play around with the grass. I was thinking, what if you stand over here? That's okay. Yeah, just behind the bush, the grass. Or actually behind the second bunch. Yeah, because now then the sun is lighting you up before it was backlit. Actually, would it be possible if you could go further inside? I really need some sort of like bunch of grass like in front of you, kind of. Yeah, I think that location is perfect. Whoops. Yeah, actually look into the camera. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's really nice. Do you want to see like a quick preview? Yeah. It's a bit dark.
That's nice. a lot of negative space that I'm looking for, and just kind of like semi-half body is just covered by the grass.
So as usual, whether your model is a beginner, an amateur, a professional, experienced model, it's always good to actually show them some of the results so that it's also confirming to them how they look in the camera, because after a while they could feel a little bit lost or running out of poses, things like that. And it's always good to compliment and confirm them that, you know, they're posing the right thing and they're giving out the right mood and vibe for the photo that you're actually shooting. And of course, it's always good to take this opportunity to actually explain to them what your concept is based on the results that you have, what kind of negative space you're actually looking for, what kind of mood they can actually improve on the poses, things like that, and also the possible poses that they could actually pose after this pose or after this particular location. So yeah, just build on what you have and also just give them certain kind of direction, not to be too rigid, of course, because it's just creative from both sides. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Can you do again like the pose where you put your hand up like with one finger? Kind of. Yeah, it's just the movement. It's really nice. Yeah, maybe we can do like a sit down pose, not like a lay down kind of pose.
Here good?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of open. I'm using the 85. Let me try to get out of your way, like my shadow. Oh, I don't want to kill the plant.
And for the upcoming pose, I would also like Olive to actually sit on the grass or on the sand dune itself, and just to have that more depth and just to add a little bit different vibe. And I can also just use the height of the grass to just be in the foreground, and the overall image would end up looking more soft yet more focused on her. And having that sunlight shining directly at her is also gonna make her shine a little bit more, especially on her hair and her dress. And you know, at the end, I'm just hoping to get that really nice glow on her contrasty dress as well as her hair and her skin, while using that direct light source that's hitting her and also creating that soft atmosphere with the grass and yet focusing on her.
Yeah, I actually like the poses where you have your hands around your knee kind of as well. Yeah. Whoops. It's okay, don't worry. Do you want to change the location?
Sure.
Do you want to view some of the image first? I mean, I really took a lot. When we're working at the beach, or shooting at the beach, do you mind like if you get maybe your ankle wet or your knee up to your... Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna submerge you.
So since it was getting later and later in the morning, we decided to actually head down to the beach side, simply because there were a lot of fishermen coming up to set their fishing stations, and we just simply want some space for us to take pictures without having a lot of fishermen in there. And later I would also like to experiment with my drone to take some pictures of the model with a wave coming, but I'm not sure how well it will handle, simply because the wave doesn't look that nice. And I also never really took pictures with a drone from above with the wave coming in, so yeah, it'll be interesting with the timing and everything.
I think it's best if maybe you would like walk like, because I also want to ignore the tracks, so maybe like somewhere here. Hey. But like start from like a really far away place. So yeah, I have to move in a bit deeper though. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Yeah, just keep walking slowly and yeah. Just start again from like yeah. Yeah. Oh. It's cold. Okay, let me just go a little tiny bit wider. This time is more like half body. Yeah. Yeah, just around here. I could go around here, yeah. Yeah. I think I want to try this direction a little bit. I think I kind of have more than enough. Yeah, it's now busy writing to the camera.
So I really actually took a lot of pictures there, and it was also RAW plus JPEG. And to be honest, it's really the first time that I really filled the buffer of the camera. So I really took a lot of pictures. And since the light was actually changing and it was getting harsher and harsher, I decided to actually take the drone out before the light actually got any harsher than this. And just to experiment and see if I don't get any shots, then I don't get any shots. But it's always good to actually try, then just keep on wondering if it will turn out good. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this spontaneous morning beach shoot. I hope you can actually take something away from this video. If not a lot, then a little. If you want a free photography guidebook, it's also linked down in the description below. It's absolutely for free, no need to submit your email address, no need to pay or subscribe to anything. Just click and download. I just made it for you guys, so yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, have fun shooting. See you next time. Bye.